I'm always looking for ways to make the juiciest smoked turkey for Thanksgiving, and I think I might have found the best method. It's super easy and hard to screw up, and I think I might have actually made the best turkey I've ever made in my life using this method. I'm going to show you guys how to do it in this video, so let's get smoking. Much has been written and filmed on the subject of sous vide whole turkey. Guga struggled for years to perfect it, often getting results that were way too overcooked. He found that the problem is the optimal time and temperature for the breast meat is way different than the leg meat. So he finally settled on a good method that involves sous videing the breast and thighs separately. That doesn't really help me though, because I want a whole turkey. You know, that Norman Rockwell looking turkey that you take to the dinner table and everyone is super excited because it looks so good and you can carve it right in front of them. That's what I was going for. So I started digging into JKLA's work. He's my go-to guy for a lot of my sous vide videos, and he had a similar finding to Guga. He found that the optimal time and temperature is different for thighs and breast meat. So I charted my own path into the unknown, and after some finger to the wind math, I decided to go with 138 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 hours. Theoretically, this temperature is low enough so that I'll get a really juicy turkey breast, and it's also high enough and the time is long enough that I have a really good chance of rendering the thighs and the leg meat so that they're really juicy, they're tender, and they're not too tough. I'm starting out by seasoning the turkey with a little bit of oil, getting it slathered all over so the rub will stick, and then I'm laying down some kosher salt, and finally, I am laying down some Sure Shot Sid's gunpowder seasoning, the sponsor of this video. Great for things like pork and chicken. This rub is also really tasty on turkey. Sure Shot Sid's also has other amazing rubs like original gunpowder seasoning, which gives me a little bit of a head start on darkening up my brisket bark and adding an extra kick of flavor with the MSG in this rub. And another of my favorites is the coffee rub, which is made with decaffeinated coffee. It's great on things like pork butt and ribs. If you guys want to try out any of these rubs, and I highly recommend that you do, make sure you visit the Sure Shot Sid's website, their Amazon page, or their Facebook page. I'll include links to them in the description section below, so you guys can buy some Sure Shot Sids and try it out yourself. Now, after the turkey is rubbed, I need to put it in a turkey-sized sous vide bag. It's possible to use a large Ziploc bag, but I really wanted to seal it tight, so I bought these large 11-inch pleated heat seal rolls. They have pleats in them, just like Grandpa's dress pants, so you can expand them to fit a large turkey and still be sealed by a vacuum sealer. So I've got a big enough bag, but there's still another problem. Turkeys aren't uniform masses of meat. There's a giant cavity inside of them, and that's not a good thing when it comes to sous vide. I need to fill that cavity with something so that it heats evenly and it's food safe. Now, I could use chicken broth to fill the cavity, but then the bag won't seal with my vacuum sealer. The vac sealer will just suck all the liquid out and make a big mess. So I'm placing a Ziploc bag of hot water into the turkey's chest cavity. This will conform to the inside of the turkey and transfer heat more efficiently to ensure I get a juicy and fully cooked bird without any food safety issues. Now the turkey goes into a sous vide bath at 138 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I'm using my modified chest freezer sous vide bath for this, but you probably don't have something that big. So make sure you just have a big pot or a sous vide bucket that fits a whole turkey and you'll be fine. 12 hours later in the morning of the next day, I remove the turkey from the sous vide bath and have a look at it. Looks pretty good, so I scissor open the bag and temp it in a few areas just to confirm everything is at 138 throughout. It is, so I'm happy that this turkey is fully cooked and food safe. Look at that bird. I could serve it up right now how it is, but I really want to get some smoke flavor and color on it first. So on it goes onto my offset smoker for a while at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. I used my meter block throughout this part of the cook to measure ambient and internal temps. aiming for no higher than 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Remember, the turkey is already cooked at this point, and we went through a lot of effort to sous vide it at a low finishing temperature to retain moisture, so I don't want it to get very high in temperature and lose any more. We're just trying to get some color on it, some smoke flavor, and crisp up the skin, that's all. And once it's got some color and some smoke, then out of the smoker it goes and it's ready to slice. I wasn't sure what to think at this point. In many of Guga's videos, he had horror stories of the turkey being smelly and overcooked when it was done using the sous vide method, so I was kind of worried that the turkey would just disintegrate and be gross, but the only way to find out is to slice and taste, so that's what I did. Oh man, that's slicing so nice. Wow. I'm gonna taste the breast meat first. It looks really juicy. Okay, wow. Super juicy, not dry at all. It has a really soft, fall apart in your mouth consistency, buttery consistency. It's perfectly cooked. Okay, I'm gonna try the dark meat now. So this is the thigh. Oh man, that's phenomenal. The thigh is super fatty. It is juicy, it's not dry at all. It's got that rich, dark meat flavor. This is really good. Like, look at this. Look how juicy that is. There's juice dripping off of it. You can't get much better than that for turkey breast. In conclusion, the turkey was phenomenal. It blew away my expectations, and in particular, the breast meat was really juicy. It was really tender. 10 out of 10 for the breast meat. The thigh meat was really good. It was passable, and I don't think anyone at the dinner table would notice the difference from a traditionally cooked turkey. It was really good. I'd give it maybe an 8 out of 10. My wife agreed with me. The breast meat was perfect, and the thigh meat was really good, so I got my Norman Rockwell looking turkey, and I'm really happy about this because I get to serve it up and slice it right at the dinner table whole. If you guys enjoyed this video and like to talk about all things barbecue nerd related, then consider joining my Patreon. I'll link it in the description section below. We've got an awesome community there of really passionate barbecue people who can answer all of your questions and look at your smoker and pictures of your food, and you'll have instant access to me as well to answer your question. It's a really awesome growing community, and I hope to see you there, and I'll definitely see you in the next video. Happy smoking.